Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? Let's get in that hole.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Brings up third and 6.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Cousins on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We got 4.
On second down, this is Madison. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
A toss to Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Lions 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, watch that, watch that.
Now Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Stafford. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. On first down, it's Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5 but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Here's Stafford. And it's caught. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
First and goal, Detroit.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and 6. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Shamar Stephen there on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Sherrills to return it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, it's Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Bailey's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got it in.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. Good route here.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point try by Bailey. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Next to score, Vikings 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Here's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second and 7, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Bring up 48.
Cousins. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it with Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's Cook. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cook. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Cousins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well. In this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Watch the pass.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey,